I recently heard about a study that came out of Singapore that was seeking to explain why all of a sudden, the last couple of years or so, there's been a rash of heart issues, increased heart problems. Folks, young people, people of all ages actually, suddenly just dying of heart attacks and having coronary issues. And they linked it to like pollution. That's right, these microparticles in the air that could potentially be leading to these heart issues. And I thought, man, and the commitment of these researchers and the media to try to get to the root of what's going on here, it's just, I'm overwhelmed. And I realized that I really haven't done my part to contribute. And I felt that maybe here I should spitball some ideas of things they could potentially research that may explain why we're seeing all of these sudden heart issues over the last couple of years or so. What could have changed? So here's my kind of list. First off, I thought increased porn watching. That's right. I mean, let's face it, with the lockdowns, people were all sitting at home with nothing to do. What's a young person to do when they've got nothing to do? They're watching porn. That's right. And that increased porn watching would lead to increased heart activity, palpitations and all of this stuff, and which would have, led to heart attacks because of think American Pie. So that potentially could be something that was doing it. Now, some of you might say, hey, though, come on, the lockdowns are over and people aren't stuck at home. I go, yeah, I grant you that. But it could also be the fact that they got used to watching this increased porn and they've just kind of carried it through now that they're not locked down at home anymore. That could be it. Another possible explanation I thought about was, maybe it was increased sexual activity. Okay, I know, you're thinking, but hey, the birth rate seemed to be going down. What is this increased sexual activity? Well, I know that's a little bit of a problem, but go with me here. I'm going to spitball some ideas. It could be that because people were locked down, they stopped having physical activity, stopped doing exercise. Therefore, in the short span of a couple of years, their cardiac health went way down. Suddenly, they're engaged in sex with someone. Heart kind of starts beating really hard. Boom, heart attack. I know. I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help the corporate media and all these researchers try to really get to the core of what could be causing it. What else could it be? Well, it could be the last couple of years, especially in the US, where the government's changed and all these people are raging at the television, raging at social media when they see their president announce these crazy ideas and promote things like transgender, trans hour, story kindergarten hour, all these things. And it could just be leading to an increased anxiety amongst people, which again is leading to these increased heart attacks. That could certainly be it. I'm just trying to help here. And in Canada, Justin Trudeau, who doesn't get rage against him? And that definitely is raising the anxiety and the heart pressure of a lot of people here. So that could be potentially a reason. Now, these are just a few of my ideas. Another one, possibly, could be all this transgenderism. That's right. Now you'd be saying, well, how does transgenderism impact that? Well, for those of us that are sane, we kind of look at this as insanity and we get really worked up and angry about it, which again leads to increased heart pressure and all of that stuff. And boom, that's it. You have a heart attack. So that could definitely be some of the things that could be leading to it. Now, I'm only doing this as a public service for the media, who I know are spending so much time, their sheer commitment to getting to the root cause of what is causing all of these heart issues. Well, simply for me, I'm just staggered. I just can't believe how many rocks they're overturning, how hard they're working to really get to what's causing these issues. Actually, you know what? One other thing that just hit me could be inflation. That's right. Think about it. You go to the grocery store, you get your bill. Whoa! My God, what? That's it. I mean, come on. That could definitely be one of the other things that's leading to this. So hopefully, corporate media, I've helped you figure out some of the things that could be leading to all this myocarditis, all of these heart issues, all of these different things. And quite honestly, I think they're just as plausible as some of the ones you've been throwing out. Well, maybe not quite as credible as the ones you've been putting forth. So I would encourage you, hopefully take up some of my ideas, and maybe you could have some foundations that would pay to study these sorts of things. I know there's a foundation I was reading about recently, Ligam Johnson. I don't know. They're kind of this new foundation, Johnson. I don't know. Maybe look into them, and they could help you with this. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Please post any comments you have, and of course, share your own thoughts on what could be causing all of these increased heart issues by all means, so I can do my public service and forward them to the appropriate bodies that study these things. Anyway, thanks for watching once again. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you're new to the channel and haven't seen some of the other videos, check them out, and I'll see you next time.